The media here is taking the angle that this is a biker protest.
You can't do that in another land. You have the right to do it here.
There you go.
Bless America for that.
There's people on the other side who keep shining lights over here anytime they see a camera. This guy looks like he's got a Quran. He's ripping pages out of it.
Travis, we still have the YouTube stream going, right? I know I think we had it cut out at 9:30.
So yeah, they're calling this a group of anti-Islam protesters. So yeah, it's
not
just
pro-free speech protesters.
Yeah,
let's spin it.
And that's what he continued to say. It's pro-free speech. It's not anti-Islam. Don't let the media spin it. And they're just going to do what they want anyway. Print what they want anyway.
Yeah, I think this guy who's tearing the Quran up is the one who's he's really getting him angry.
Do you support the beheading? Do you support ISIS? Do you support them? Do you support ISIS? Is that what you're saying? You're supporting ISIS by saying that. You're saying that you support it. This is America. We support our religion, our freedoms, and you're supporting sacrifice. You're supporting bullshit. You're supporting beheadings.
Come on, keep it going. Guy's doing good. He's on a roll.
Well, so we've got now there is another hashtag, Not My America, and so this is a hashtag that it's a group that they're the Take on Hate campaign, and they're wanting to work against the narrative that this is all Muslims and it's, you know, kind of that anti-Islam rhetoric. And they say, in our America, freedom of speech should not be used to trump freedom of religion. All Americans have the right to worship free of fear and intimidation. And I mean, I think that that's exactly right. That's exactly true. But don't we also have the right to live our lives and draw cartoons? And I mean, that was all in response to the Charlie Hebdo attack. Mm-hmm. It's not like we were just like, hey, let's, you know, that Pamela Geller was like, let's just start drawing the Prophet Muhammad. No, she did that in response to a massacre that took place in Paris.
And saying we're not going to stop using our freedom of speech just because the people of France, they started cracking down and they were like, oh, maybe we got to watch out what we're saying.
And all the media stopped printing. No one would post the pictures that they drew. No one would post the cartoons. They blacked it out.
Well, they did that at the shooting here, too.
They capitalized the Prophet Muhammad, which they would never call him Jesus the Christ. You know, it's just
guys,
a double standard.
I've got a question about Chris Cuomo. And, of course, his dad is the governor of New York. And I have to wonder if any of them or his grandfather, Mario Cuomo, did any of them ever have a problem with the attacks on Christianity, the mocking of Christianity? Did they call for Family Guy to be canceled?
Right.
Did they want to stop the taxpayer funding of Andres Serrano's Piss Christ and these other works of so-called art? They never had a problem with that. They never called that hate speech. So why are they all of a sudden upset about this?
Yeah.
Because it's not politically correct.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the point. The political correctness goes far beyond this clash of religions. As I point out, the real pervasiveness of it is in the university systems that they control.
Mm-hmm. And
somebody put up Chris Cuomo's Twitter page. Maybe we should send him some tweets.
Don't be hateful.
Chris Cuomo took to Twitter to claim hate speech has no protectionism under the First Amendment. Maybe we should say something to him right now.
Well, I don't really know. This is just...
No, we don't hate. We love. We want equality.
It's just crazy how there's just such a, two opposing sides where they say Islam is love and peace and all of that, and then they have these other super radicalized side of it that is, wants to take it back to Sharia law. And I mean, they're saying that they don't want intimidating anti-Islam subway ads and stuff like that, but then you're allowed to intimidate people, saying that you're gonna behead them or stab them or gang rape them. I mean, it's a double standard. But you're right. Like, when do they start sticking up for the other side? When are we allowed to not be demonized? And When is it not wrong for us to be offended?
Exactly. They can make threats, violent threats, verbal assaults on people, and that's upheld as free speech. Nevertheless, if you just do parody, that is called hate. Where's Chris Cuomo in terms of condemning the people who are making these violent threats? Hate speech is not the same as making violent threats to people. Assaults. I mean, you should be and could be arrested for that. That's different.
Oh, thanks.
Well, it looks like a lot of the people left are leaving now, moving out. I think that was their plan, was just to stay there for their prayer time, I guess. But the media has already started reporting on this. It's really clear what they're saying.
Chris Cuomo's saying because 1.5 million Muslims aren't responding, then we can't say anything. We have to. Of course they are, but they're doing it to be insulting. That's the point.
Yeah, someone saying a drawing is not incitement to violence. It's a drawing.
A slur is a slur. That's why the Garland and Phoenix things were held to insult. Doesn't make them illegal by any stretch. Well, at least he's saying that. It doesn't. But he does say. Didn't he say? He said something similar. Do I have to follow this guy to actually look at the rest of his tweets?
No, I think you can go to his page.
And just go to his page.
Having to teach Du the ways of the Twitter.
You don't understand this technology. Well, Biggs, is it winding down? How long are you going to stay out there? Are you hungry?
I don't have my earphones in. I got to let my battery charge. Give me a second.
Gotcha.
Just had someone tweet me and correct what I said, and that is that Andrew and Chris are sons of Mario Cuomo. They're not father and son. That's how much I watch CNN. So, yeah, the two of them, the governor and Chris Cuomo, the commentator for CNN, are brothers, and both of them are sons of Mario Cuomo.
It's just weird how these people get in these positions of power, and then their spawns go out and keep preaching the same stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what they think. It's their bloodline, that they have that divine right to lead all of us lesser humans.
We have that book in the store.
Because they're expecting to go for a while.
Bin Laden's favorite.
What'd you say there, Biggs?
It says they just brought the lights out, so it's not going to get dark anytime soon now.
There you go.
But it seems like the crowd is really clearing out.
The crowd on the side that I'm able to be on is very cleared out.
Yeah, I see that. Well, that was kind of the thing. They weren't planning on staying there all night.
Hold on a second. Yeah, it's hard with me by myself. I'm trying to roll all these wires and.
I know, you're doing a great job.
Yo, everybody give Biggs a hand. He was in Cleveland this morning, getting ready to protest Al Sharpton.
How you doing?
Turned on a dime.
Here we go.
There we go.
Who you with?
Infowars.com.
INFOWARS?
Yeah, Infowars.
Oh, okay.
So, can you tell me what are you out here today for?
I got nothing to say, man.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm all right. How you doing?
What do you think about all this stuff that's going on?
I guess it's just because there's no point to it.
He's telling him not to talk.
Do what?
No, I was going to say, I don't know what's going on. I barely can.
I mean, what do you think about all this, though? Just your personal opinion.
I don't know.
We have a spokesman for the mosque.
Yeah.
If you want, you can interview.
Yeah.
You guys can't speak for yourselves?
I mean, it's no word. This is funny.
You're in America. You got freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want.
See if you can get the
We know
spokesman.
that. This is for sure.
Going against that.
This is
Going
just
against
for-
what?
You guys saying that fuck Islam, they shouldn't. Be
I never said that. I don't agree with ISIS.
It's a,
Do you? What do you?
No.
do you-
yeah, fuck ISIS.
Say that again?
I said fuck ISIS. But the protest for me is funny. It's just for show. Doesn't mean anything. Just for show.
I don't
I'm just
know.
enjoying.
Got a lot of people talking.
Do I know?
ISIS is a piece of shit. That guy had the best sign out here. Said,
That's right.
fuck ISIS, not Islam.
Yeah.
Best sign out.
Yeah. So who's your representative that can talk?
He's in the box. My dad? But yeah, he already spoke to a couple of media outlets.
Well,
Yeah.
Johnny
So-
Yarbrough is asking us to ask them their feelings on Sharia law versus the Constitution.
Do you think that Sharia law should be implemented in America over the Constitution?
Don't say anything. We don't believe that. We don't believe.
I mean, that's all you gotta do is yes or no.
That's why they're here, right? Because our
Well, you gotta
country's
think though, a lot
great.
of people, that's what people wonder. So they want to hear from someone who's being peaceful, and they just want to know. I mean, you gotta understand when someone doesn't know something, they become fearful.
Of course.
So that's why I'm trying to ask you.
The United States Constitution gives us the right to pray here. So why would we want to get rid of the United States Constitution? Without the Constitution, we don't have a right to pray. These people are going to jump over the fence and shoot and kill everybody else. Without the United States Constitution protecting our rights to practice our religion.
Right.
So why would you want to get rid of that?
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, I agree
Amen.
with you. I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying, you know, a lot of people think that there's a lot of people who are radical who are saying, yeah, you know, that all Islam is bad. You know, I believe that everyone should have the right to practice whatever religion they want. That's what the country's founded on. But, you know, I don't like ISIS.
Make that happen.
It's just ignorance.
Yeah.
Anytime in society, the less you know about something, the more you are afraid of it. But the more you learn about and understand it, that's when you become tolerant. In our history, they hated black people. Okay, there are less people who hate black people today than in our history. But what happened over time? They learned to live together and adapt, and know there's no reason to be afraid of them. Now they are afraid of Hispanics. They think they're going to take over Arizona. Okay, now they are afraid of Muslims. They think Muslims are going to take over. So this is nothing new. This has been around in our history for a long time.
Ask him where he's
Say
from.
that again. This is just another cycle.
And where are you from?
I'm a U.S. citizen.
No, but I'm just, with your accent, where are you from?
My accent is from Gambia in West Africa.
Okay. He said in Gambia.
Yeah.
Gambia, West Africa. This has been going, so this is just one cycle, like you said.
Yeah.
So another cycle will come around, someone else will be a target. The Imam preaches all the time that violence is not acceptable in Islam.
So what do you think about the two people that supposedly went here, and then the ones who went to Garland and went to attack the other event?
Their actions are unwarranted, and we do not condone their actions, and they should not have gone there.
How do you think they're getting
The
radicalized?
First Amendment of the United States Constitution, that they were provoked.
How do you think that they became radicalized, so to say?
We don't know them. We don't know them.
How long were they attending here, do you know?
We don't know, and I don't know. I've never met them, and I don't know them.
How long have you been going here?
About 6 years.
Okay, so out of that entire time, 6 years? Yeah, you didn't get radicalized. But did you ever see those people?
No.
Did you, sir?
Oh, no. Don't say it. I'm an attorney.
Does he think they were set up?
Do you think they were set up at all?
No, I believe their actions are uncalled for. Violence is not accepted in Islam.
Oh, no, but do you think that someone put them up to that? Do you think someone kind of grabbed them and radical?
I don't have personal knowledge of that, but I know here is not, it didn't happen here at the mosque. If they are radicalized, they must have been radicalized elsewhere. And radicalized is a subjective term. It depends what you mean by radicalized. What
Saying
I
they want to
know
go kill
is this
people for a
mosque
cartoon.
does not tolerate their conduct.
Well, yeah, I mean, radical would be saying you want to kill somebody because they drew a cartoon.
Well, we do not support what they did. Okay, what they did was unacceptable. However, we don't see anybody speaking against provoking Islam. They are provoking us to act, and it's our job as Muslims to restrain ourselves when we get provoked.
I mean, that's our job as just adult human beings to restrain ourselves. If someone's verbally attacking you, you sit there and you move on. If you decide to take it to violence, then that's what escalates.
There is speech that's protected, and there is speech that is not protected.
All
Speech
speech is
that
protected.
provokes violence is not protected speech. Okay? Speech that, even hate speech is protected. But speech that provokes violence for someone to act is not protected speech. I believe what they were doing in Texas was provocative speech, and it's not protected under the Constitution. However, I equally believe the conduct of those that went there allegedly from here in Phoenix, their conduct is unacceptable, and violence is also unacceptable under Islam. And the Imam believes that, our Muslim community believes that. And like the guy said, the best sign here is the one that says "fuck ISIS, not Islam."
Yeah, I like that one.
Hey,
Okay.
tell him he should be the spokesman. He's an excellent speaker.
I don't speak.
You're very excellent.
I don't speak for the Muslim.